Naomi has sent an open letter to every other olori left in the palace that she's hearing rumor that Kabiyesi is discarding some and some are still there. She has written an open letter to them stating what and what she wants and what she doesn't want in the palace. And according to wetin we take here, allegedly, the Kabiyesi is extremely happy and proud of her as she is already playing the roles of a queen before she returns back into the palace. My people, this one no be small thing. It seems like Olori Naomi too, she's ready to face whatsoever this woman would say or do, because when they asked them to leave the palace, on the note of Olori Naomi, what she said, because Kabiyesi's father gave Olori Naomi an open check to bank on it if all those Olori would stay in the palace or they would leave the palace. That was what Ooni's father gave to Olori Naomi. And every other person will bank on them leaving the palace, because these women have not done anything good. When Naomi was outside the palace, they went after her to an extent that they were even asking Naomi, what is your son's shoe size? Which school are you carrying Tedenikawo to? They were asking her very, very personal questions concerning this boy, and it is what Naomi would never appreciate. Yes, no mother would even appreciate it to start with. So all those questions they were asking her, they were even too much of a personal thing to start with. So how is she now going to appreciate this fact? So she didn't. So now that she's about returning back into the palace, and then she's coming back to stay with these very people who have haunted her even when she was outside the palace. You heard what happened during her birthday. You heard how all of them were storming Akure during Tedenikawo's birthday. When Tedenikawo turned 3, it became like that boy turned a threat to their eyes. Yes, the moment the boy turned 3 years, it was more like the boy became an official threat. All of them, like, from anywhere they are, they started coming out. They went to Akure. Some of them even went as far as going to Abuja, because the whole celebration was done in Abuja. And all of these things, it only proved to her how much and how far these women can go to achieving whatsoever they want to achieve. So when they gave her that blank check of should they leave the palace or should they stay in the palace, she just had to bank on one thing. And she has to bank on something that will actually be for her own well-being and that of Tedenikawo. Yes, that was what she had to bank on, because as it stands right now, any single decision she takes and she starts regretting it, nobody will be there to regret it with her. Because Ooni's father had already told her that, see, if you don't take these decisions right, at the end of the day, you will stay in the palace and face the consequences. So she had to just make the decision right once and for all. And making it right, that was when she decided that, okay, all of them should leave. Yes, that was when she came to the conclusion that, okay, it's only better all of them leaves. And based on that fact, today people are literally like dragging her that, why would she do that? Why would she do that? Why would she even come out to say that? Because she's also a queen like this woman, so she should not even have the single right to ask them to leave the palace, to leave to the olori quarters, because she did not completely say they should leave completely. They should just move into the olori quarters, so that when she comes back with her son President Nikawo, they will have a short space to stay in the palace. Yeah, our apartment is there. She has already said they should renovate it, but she needed this assurance that her son is coming back into safety. Because before now, Olori Naomi's mother had asked Kabiyesi, on what ground, on what basis am I going to believe that my daughter coming back into the palace, she is going to be safe? She's going to be very, very safe. And Kabiyesi at his own end self, he could not answer that question. He could not really answer the question. But he told Naomi's mother that as long as he lives in the palace, Naomi is protected with her son as they come back into the palace. So that was just what Kabiyesi could say. So Naomi banking on that has really caused a lot of problem. When these women wanted to protest in the palace, they said Naomi has no right. Yes, Naomi has no single right to send them out of the palace. She's just a queen like them. If anybody is to send them out, then it has to be only himself that can send them out. Even Oni's father, when he tries to send them out like this, they will raise an alarm. Oh, yes, he's sending his wife's his son's wives away. Right now, no, my people, right now, every single place is on still because Olori Naomi has the authority even before she returns back into the palace. Yes, they came out to say a lot of things. They came out to say so many things they felt they could say, but still it did not stop her. It did not stop her in any way at all. And she has still come out again to send an open letter to them. She said she's sending this to who it may concern. Yes, and then who does it concern? Every Olori still in the palace, it concerns the person. Every single Olori that is in the palace as we speak, whatsoever Naomi sent to the palace concerns the person. Why does it concern them? Because these people put together, they are the ones that makes the palace. Once they leave, the palace will still continue. Yes, the palace will continue. But the palace might not continue with all the gbas they have been given. All the palaver these women keep giving on daily basis, the palace will not have it. And then someone went to write that Naomi should leave these women alone. What would the palace be without their wahala? It is a wahala that makes the palace fun. But are we now looking at Kabiyesi's health? Are we looking at how he's taking this thing? Is he taking it lightly? Is he taking it as fun? Or is are these things actually affecting him? Nobody is looking in that perspective. So those are also the perspective that we'll have to look at. If Kabiyesi is really, really enjoying this thing, or it is affecting him, or in fact, those are the things we need to look. And as it stands, Naomi already knows these women in and out. Yeah, she already knows them. So, she writing to them today to tell them that they should all behave themselves, since they have chosen to play strong head and stay in the palace. They should all behave themselves because it is this December. As we speak, today is December 7th, my people. The days are gradually reducing, and Naomi will definitely return back into the palace as the days are reducing before our own eyes. She will definitely return back into the palace, and no matter what happens, we all knows, and we would also see this before our own eyes are what Naomi will gradually overthrow. In fact, she would outthrow everybody in the palace. We already know that. She's not yet back into the palace, but upon this note she had to sound to this woman, Kabiyesi was extremely happy. Yes, he was happy that his wife is actually, she has authority, she has that command in her. And then you see, people think Naomi is a prophetess and she's a weakling. Yes, that's it. People think Naomi is a prophetess and she has no single right to say anything. And the worst part of it is people thinking she's a prophetess, then she can be dragged. You can't drag Naomi. Yes, Naomi has proven over time to be someone who knows what she's up to. Naomi is very, very intelligent. That's the part people keep ignoring, because every single day passing by proves to us that Naomi is someone who has stood the test of time and she understands what life holds for her. Yes, that is what that's what she keeps telling us on a daily basis. So right now, she has sent a letter to the women in the palace. She said to who it may concern. And obviously, we know that it concerns every single Olori inside that palace.